All right, so for our strength portion today, we have deficit deadlifts. That means the range of motion is increased because we're standing on a higher platform. Now, it is key that you don't stand on anything too high. The reason being is because if you stand on something too high, your form will deviate a little bit. Something nice and short is going to create that extra range of motion without messing with your form or technique too much. So it shows 25-pound plates here. They're about 1.5 inches, 2 inches off the ground. Perfect for what we're doing for the deficit deadlift. You still want a nice neutral spine. We're going to set our knees and set our hips. Create that internal tension as much as we can. Push your butt back until you find that tension in the hamstrings. Once you do so, you're going to lower down, bending those knees. Grab that barbell, walk it in, and stand it up. I'm going to walk up to the barbell so it's right over the tongue. My shoelaces or so, the tongue of my shoe. Set my knees, set my hips, create that internal tension. As I hinge over, I'm going to inhale through my nose. Once I can no longer inhale, that's when I stopped. That's what's my end range of motion for my mobility in my core. That's my hinge range of motion there. So from here, I can't quite reach the barbell. I'm just going to squat down a little bit, keeping my torso angled exactly the same. Not letting my knees come down too far forward. Grab that barbell, lock my lats in, rock back just a little bit. Notice that I'm kind of pulling the slack out of the bar as I rock back. Now my hamstrings and glutes are on fire, ready for me to fire up, full hip extension all the way through. Again, if you cannot get to that range of motion without giving somewhere, then we're just going to simply lower the deficit down a little bit to go to 1 inch or even the floor. And if that still has a hard time, raise the barbell up to a rack pull. Technique is key here. Mobility, strength, range of motion. We don't care how low we can get.